on the other side, okay? Can I get, are you ready to run?
Yeah.
Yeah? Listen to your mama. You gotta run just like you ran yesterday in your race, okay?
Beautiful.
No, I can't do that. Not today. I just can't run. Yeah. I feel like there's something to feel right or something in my knee, like so. Otherwise, I'm great.
Crushed the bike. That was so good.
Told me I
217.
need to do better than 220, so.
Yeah. That was so good. Yeah, no need for you to run. Yeah.
I just like my first step off. I just.
Proud of you. So good.
You very excited?
What?
Is that very excited?
What do you do? No. Okay, it's fine. Like you can.
I tried.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. You killed the bike. Crush it. Okay?
It'll be great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the bike could be upside down. Alright. What are you trying?
Wait. I think the weekend as a whole was awesome. Talking to Jordan on the way home, I absolutely love. There's like things about Saturday that I really loved. Just being there and supporting her, seeing her do so well and just be so happy. That was really, really cool. Obviously, seeing Walker do what he did was awesome, especially because we truly put him into we just threw him into the deep end. We didn't even know if he'd be able to do it, so that was really cool. Is this cool with you?
It'll go down a little bit more. It'll go down to the 26. So let's see how long it stays. What? What?
You want to do the race, you have to pedal the bike.
Sweating.
You gonna call them and show them?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Daddy wants to show you something first, okay?
I sent these for you guys. They're necklaces. What do you think?
What's on mine?
They're the same, buddy. So you can have whichever one you want. You want to put them on?
Yeah.
You guys want to wear them on the trip?
One day friends made them for you. What do you think?
Can you say thank you to Mr. Gabe?
Say thanks, Mr. Gabe.
Hey, that's Mr. Day.
There you go. You got a necklace like Daddy.
Way cool, dude.
Take your hat, okay?
Go check it out in the mirror.
He just has time.
Cool?
It's about time to re-up.
Loves having that experience.
Yeah.
So hey, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Sorry. Yeah, it's an official swim at 1 o'clock tomorrow. But we have to get our packets first, right? You'll go get your packets,
Yeah.
and so
Open water.
you'll be able to swim where you're gonna swim on race day.
Yeah, I knew that.
Most importantly, you need to get used to the water. It's 59 degrees.
Yeah.
So you
I brought a long sleeve and a sleeveless. Which one
long
should
sleeve
I wear?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, great. And then 2 swim caps. So if you have your own swim cap and then the race swim cap,
Okay.
that's gonna keep your head warm. Super important.
Okay.
Other than that, you should be fine. But getting in the water tomorrow will definitely help you be more adapted to it for Sunday.
Okay.
And then
Less,
tomorrow the goal will be
Shell shock.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're gonna be like hard to get your breath, and
It's
like,
gonna be that cold.
and your ears will ring.
Sweet.
Anything under 60, yeah, but you'll get used to it. So
I felt super, super confident in Hawaii. But looking back in Hawaii, I mean, it was ideal water temperature. It was ideal clearness of the water. Like so many things, and even in that sense, were perfect that I guess I just assumed I was counting on, and that wasn't the case. So, you know, when we did that warm up or that practice swim Friday, put my head in the water, couldn't see a thing. I was frozen. Water temperature was bad. Coming out of the water, it was cold. You know, so like I just need to be more prepared for those types of things.
just awesome tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Did you see Dallas's tricycle? Literally, I'm like, yeah. But they didn't make it small enough for walk.
Yeah, got it.
I'm glad to be here. I'm really hungry, so I'm glad I'm eating. I'm excited to be here. Really excited. I kind of honestly have just like put my same mindset to bodybuilding that I did to this. So I tried it hard. So it's kind of the same. I just like went back to that mode.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go sleep. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you. Good to
Shout
see
if
you.
you need anything.
I will.
Quick check in. How is your knee?
It's not so good, but that's okay.
Okay. We'll get some rest,
Alright.
and I am a few doors out. So sounds good. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you for this.
See ya.
Same thing. I'm excited for a good night's sleep.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
this might be more fun.
Yeah.
How many presents did the Grinch take?
Color it. Because you have to see my character.
How many did he take? All right, so these are the up and coming 247 Puma collab. The team over at 247, George, Jack, Meshach, they sent me these so I can have them for this weekend, which I greatly appreciate.
I want colorful things. Oh, okay. I feel like that.
Sick.
Alright.
What are you Can I just get the thing that has on my name? What are you doing?
Feel that.
I'm trying to cut a string that we
That's
made
awesome.
daddies.
Yeah, I was thinking brace.
And these are currently, I get asked all the time, these Puma Nitro Deviate 3s are like my favorite running shoe. These are super sick.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Going, Daddy.
I'm just gonna go
Or
get
you could sit
mommy
in.
coffee and get you guys some breakfast,
Why did you?
and then I'll be right back, okay?
How does it feel to have like all of it come together?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really cool to just like how this whole process has unfolded from, you know, sitting at home one weekend in June of 2023 and just deciding I'm going to do this, to reaching out to Natasha. Natasha comes out, you know, we just really connect, and we have this bond, and this bond then turns into us hiring her to kind of head up this division for us. And then another unique storyline that's come into this is we launched in March of this year at the Clash Miami. So at the Clash Miami, we're now at the Clash Daytona. That's the two events in Florida. We met Chris Lieto, and Chris Lieto is now part of our company. He's also a part of Natasha's company, and there's just like so much synergy that's happened, you know. So me deciding that, hey, I'm gonna like push myself and I need to get my health in line, and I miss having a training goal and miss doing hard things, essentially has turned into just so much opportunity from a friendship perspective, from a business perspective. And, you know, I think just it's a whole nother vertical for the company, you know, which has been really cool to see happen. And really, honestly, too, the community is just so invested and different, and supportive, you know, which has been really encouraging for me to be a part of. So it's just been a really cool process. And I think a part of me, you know, and my goal this whole time is like, I never want to be the forefront or the focal point of our brand, but I just want to be a living example of what an owner can do that has, you know, multiple things on his plate, from family to obviously running the business to the demands of training for this, which is obviously hard. And I just want to be an example of that, you know, within our brand, but yet still let the athletes that deserve the spotlight to have that spotlight.
Right now you're just going to swim this little square here, and I will do a few of them. Probably swim at least 20 to 25. It's going to take you about 10 minutes to even feel your face and feel like a rhythm, and then 10 minutes of just like really getting your mind right on what you're going to think about, and just looking at sighting. So when you swim out, outside of the buoys, looking at the distance. The cool thing is you always see the sides, so you don't actually have to look forwards as much, because you can just trace yourself, are you swimming correctly, by looking at the side. Does that make sense? So it's just a straight shot. Super easy. So you didn't stop at all, swam really well all the way until the end here. What happened? And that whole time there you were in gas?
No, it's fine. It just like caught up to me.
It's a lot to work with. You already did. We're almost there. It's almost gone.
Yeah, but I'm going 300 yards.
So it's just about staying in the moment, not thinking about how far you're going to go, not thinking how hard it is or painful the water, the restriction. Just every stroke, just have to focus on that. That's it.
The one with his
It's
arms
hard.
crossed like he's cold.
I was totally gassed. I had to grab onto the freaking thing. Oh my gosh.
And then the other thing that you can do, right, you see the buoy, it's going to be across from you. You could be looking.
Kind of briefly talk about what was going through your head.
Yeah,
What's going on?
it's just like, it's just tough. really, really hard putting your face in that. I don't know, it's hard to breathe. It's like I'm trying to stay calm, but it's like you're having I don't know, it's like not hyperventilate.
Was it just like it was really cold and like just a shock to the system?
Yeah, I think so. And like my hands started like like I couldn't get my hand, I still can't get my pinky to close all the way. So it's like I was pulling through the water, but like with an open hand.
To work at Daytona International Speedway.
All right, so it is 6:33. Jordan is starting out at 7. They just canceled the swim. Reason why is the air temperature is 42 degrees, the water temperature is 58, so it's like a negative ratio. They don't think that people are going to be able to get warm once they get out, so she's going to start off with duathlon. So it's going to be a cycle time trial start. Every 2 seconds, people are going to go into the run for the sprint. So that's where we're at. It's very cold here, but again, I'm excited for her. It's been awesome training alongside her. She's just been so great, and whatever I take on, she just comes right by my side and does it with me, and that's been a great thing. So gonna cheer her on this morning, and then I'm gonna get my ride in after my last ride. So yesterday for me was a hard day. Like I was very, very confident about where my swim was at, and then getting into the water, like it was hard, like really hard. Like I felt like it was more of like a survival swim rather than training and getting in the water and just doing and executing. So a little bit of a relief for sure.
Everyone's starting in too big a gear, so make sure when you start in a smaller straightering, and then just change gears once you get up to speed.
Always remember what Noah kept having to say to the rabbits. Only two.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go have fun.
Time, we've got everyone lined up and rolling on down to the start here. Our duathlon.
14 minutes a lap.
Thanks. Jordan! One piece.
Let's get the thing a little bit.
Okay. Keep that four.
Yeah, great job today.
From Canada, Ontario, that is just outside of.
You're pushing it hard, yeah.
I was trying, yeah. But I forgot. I always forget to stop my watch. Yeah. You crushed it.
You were moving good.
I mean, I was like, well, might as well. Like, I didn't slip. So. But
You look so good.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Welcome, man.
Hi.
You did so good.
Hi.
What fight did you
I got 6,
What kind of
but
third?
kind of third, because I did an extra lap on the bike.
On purpose?
No, the screen went down, and yeah, so it's okay.
From Texas, it's Sonia Yevek.
Okay, we have
Alright, so right now I'm just prepping Matt's bike, getting all the dirt. I scrubbed the tires to make sure it's fresh, have good contact points. I just cleaned off all the sweat and grime from the practices leading up to race day, and just making sure that this thing is prepped and completely ready for the big day. Yeah, so one of the big things is we've been going back and forth between hydration systems on the front. We were running a standard 750 or 950 milliliter bottle that he would have to physically take out every time to drink, but now we replaced it with the torpedo so he can stay in aero while drinking, and that will shave off very little amount of time, but that time does add up overall. So any little thing will help him, but as of now, it's just keeping everything prepped, make sure the chain is lubed up and ready, make sure all the derailleur batteries are charged, so that way mid-race he can still shift gears, and making sure that all the nuts and bolts are tightened down.
Now that you have to only focus on 2 things tomorrow, do you feel like you have a little bit of a high hope of like doing really, really well?
Yeah. But I guess the frustrating or crazy thing for me is that I was super confident about my swim, and I know that my swim isn't liable on my leg. Walker man, I love you. Look at that. That's so special. You look so cool.
Special. You look way cool.
You're gonna go so fast?
You are.
Yeah, so what I felt most confident about was like the fact that in my swim, I was progressing and it wasn't liable on my knee, because my swim for the past 18 months, whether my knee was good or bad, my swim was good. So now just like, it's like, in a way, I feel some relief, but it's also like more like I gotta nail it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm resting up now. 2 hours standing on my leg is a lot, 2 to 3 hours. So I'm just resting up for a little while. We're gonna go to the boys race, and then I'm gonna do my last ride and just really try to open up my legs and see how I'm doing and go from there.
Let's go, Walker, buddy. Good job. Walker, grab a sip of water, buddy.
Do you want your seat? This one. Yeah, take a breath. Good job, buddy.
Come on, Riley. Come on, Riley. There you go.
Run it all the way down. Where's Mike? Your shoes are on your
All right. Good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
Good job. Let me get your chip from you, champion.
Hey, you drink some water.
Oh my gosh. Not that I want to have another one.
Very good. High five. Head. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you did so good. I'm so proud of you. You did so good. You did it.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Good job.
Woo.
How was that? Was it fun? Are you tired?
Was it hard?
How was
I think-
how was the bike ride?
I think they were saying because he's so
Was it
little.
long?
Hey,
Yeah?
It was really hard.
Dude, good job. Good
You
job.
went the whole time? You went the whole time on the bike? Yeah?
Almost.
Almost? Hey, good job.
Wait.
There was a point on Saturday where I truly didn't know if I was going to be able to compete. And I think part of that was the amount of me just like, I wasn't able to rest my leg on Saturday at all.
I'll do like our hotel loop.
Okay.
So I'll come here and make the left.
Go around back here?
Yeah, my knee hurts.
Yeah?
A lot. Yeah.
So Saturday afternoon, I basically told Natasha, like, hey, look, I'm going to go do this ride that you told me to do. And if it's not there, I'm going to pull it. And for the first 20 minutes, it wasn't there. You know, so at that point, my mindset at that point kind of shifted to, I'm not going to do this, and it's beautiful outside, and I'm just gonna ride my bike because I love riding my bike. And as I did that, maybe some of the self-perceived pressure, expectation, or whatever just like lifted from me. And then obviously there's a warm-up dynamic that happened, and I started to ride really well. So I conveyed all of that to Natasha. I broke my ride up. I think we rode for maybe an hour and 5 minutes. You guys were with me. But I broke my ride up into 3 segments. So I broke it up into 3 20-minute segments, specifically paused my computer and stopped my computer, and I sent her all 3. And I texted her and I said, look, I know you're busy. I'm just gonna go check my bike in and we can figure it out in the morning. And I think me deciding to check my bike in, I just committed, like whatever I can give in the morning, I'm gonna give, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I've worked really hard to get here, and I just want to enjoy it. So when we first started and we stopped at the airport, this goes to show my left-right balance. So 67% I was using my left leg, 33% I'm using my right. So that's obviously really off, and that's because there's pain in my knee. And then for the last 35 minutes, it brought it to 53% on my left, 47% on my right. So, and I can tell, like, I feel a lot better now. The beginning of this ride was hard, and I'm just mentally like, where I'm at right now is if I want to do my first triathlon and I want to know I'm not 100% and do it anyway, or wait until I'm 100%. Because the other challenging part in the morning is that I'm gonna go check my bike in, and everybody else is gonna be running to warm up, and I'm not gonna be able to run. So I don't really know how I'm gonna warm up to avoid the first 20 minutes really sucking, or the first 20 minutes is gonna really suck. So I just gotta go back and figure all this out with Natasha and go from there. Guys, I am going to go over my nutrition for tomorrow. Natasha and I, we've worked my carbs up from coming out of the deficit. We worked them up from 60, 80, 100, and I'm going to aim for 110 grams of carbs tomorrow. So I'm going to be getting 50 grams of carbs per bottle from fuel, and then I'm going to be doing 3 gels per hour. So actually more. These are 30 grams of carbs per gel. So that's 90 grams of carbs plus 50, so around 140 per hour is what I'm going to aim for. Now, I will say, being that it's so cold out, my desire or rate of sweat might not be that high. So that's why I'm erring on the side of getting more dense gels in than just from drinking, in case my drinking kind of drops off a little bit. So that's the goal for tomorrow. So I'm keeping a lot of the same things in. I'm going to do a scoop and a half of replenish per bottle. So my sodium per bottle is going to be 1,500 milligrams here, plus another 600 milligrams, so that's 2,100 milligrams, plus 100 milligrams per gel, so about 2,400 milligrams per hour. And then a few other things that I've done that I just want to keep in. So I do EAAs in every bottle. I'll do that tomorrow. You're putting a lot of energy into what you're doing. Obviously, you're using a lot of muscle. The only thing I'm doing this time is, rather than getting all the artificial sweetener from this, I'm doing half and half. So this is just unflavored. Beta-alanine, this is just regular sugar. I'm gonna add some regular sugar as well. So the total carb amount will be 50 grams from the powder. This is glycine, which is a amino acid that's gonna help pull extra fluid into my muscle. Pico 2, and then some D-ribose as well. So that's kind of the game plan. I am just trying to be prepared ahead of time, get my bottles ready now. It's 6:55. I'm gonna eat some sushi here in a little bit, and then have one more meal, go to bed. And then my plan for tomorrow, which I practiced now for the last month, is I'll have about 150 to 225 grams of carbs in the morning, based off of just how I'm feeling my digestion before I hit the swim. So that's the plan for now. Again, splitting carbs between powders and gels, a little bit more dense in the gel, just because I know I can get that in quick. And I'll just kind of base everything off of my gut and digestion as I'm riding. And that's it.
To me, we in a alligator.
I think there was things that happened on Saturday that I wouldn't have been okay with, but I was just more at peace. Like, for example, like Saturday, I really didn't rest. We had a room full of people until late at night. Honestly, I just was like, let's have everybody come over, eat sushi and hang out. And those were things that the normal Matt wouldn't have done, because I would want it to be like super regimented, make sure I was on my meals, make sure my legs were up. But I just made the weekend more about just enjoying rather than trying to be super competitive, because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to give my best. All right, so sleep was touch and go. I feel like I was able to keep going back to sleep, but I kept waking up and thinking about like transitions and is my belt bag gonna fit and all these little things that I didn't do last night. So other than that, it was a good night of sleep, I think. It's like 4:20 right now. We're gonna put my number tattoos on, recheck my bag, get some breakfast here in a few minutes, and then get ready to go. I think the key for me this morning, because I have to like warm up a little unconventionally, is just to try to stay as warm as possible this morning. So we got the hot hands, and I'll just like put the hot hands in just like slide them into my tri-suit, wear warm clothes. And we're gonna go to check in a little bit later than what we did yesterday for Jordan, just so that I'm not standing around as long. So. Oh, my number was 219. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh.
Just chill.
Sunday morning was awesome. I was really calm. I had some nerves, but like I felt really prepared. I felt like I was organized with all my stuff. It was a lot of stuff to remember, but I felt like I had everything organized.
Those nicotinic receptors will get so overstimulated that then they need more and more signaling. So you take more and more nicotine.
I felt super calm until I actually strapped or clipped my right foot into the pedal. And I don't know if it was just because I was actually now in the line or it was faster, but them sending us off seemed a lot faster than sending Jordan. So like as it was going, I'm like, holy smokes, like this is going really fast. So obviously just out of excitement and adrenaline, my heart rate skyrocketed. So I started off the race with a heart rate of 178, which is not what you want. It's not ideal. But again, I'm like, but I was talking myself through it. I was like, I don't feel like I'm at a 178 heart rate. Clearly I am, because when the wind would hit me, I was like, I couldn't breathe. But I just immediately, I just set checkpoints for myself. I was like, I need to be at 14 miles at this minute mark. I need to be at 28 at this minute mark. And then I need to assess at the halfway point, knowing that it was a double loop within that 28, which was harder, which was easier to push the second round to make sure that I got under 220. Like I was dead set on doing that. And I did. And also within that, like just being back in that mode of true competition for me, like I loved it. And I haven't experienced that, like honestly, since college soccer.
Oh, nice. Okay, he's 20 miles in. He's been on the bike for 49 minutes. He's averaging almost 24 miles an hour. The goal was to go out conservative, to let his knee warm up, because that's what happened in his practice yesterday. It was hurting and then it was fine. So he went out in 22.5 miles an hour, then he went 24.1, 24.6. So his projection is 218, which is really strong. I said best case scenario, he was probably going to be in the 220s. So the fact he's underneath that. It's safe to say that he can hold it because there's no wind. So it's not like he has a tailwind and then a headwind coming back and that's going to slow him down. Like, there's no wind. So that's the speed he's holding.
Is that? Oh my gosh, that might be Natasha's.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, the last week and a half has been quite the roller coaster of just emotions. But my belief in Matt has never like wavered. I think when he sets his mind to do something, like he's gonna do it like 100%. So I'm just excited for him to like. His anxiety is almost kind of like foreign to me, like watching that happen. But I think because he wants to do so well at this and he like truly is loving it. That's kind of part of why. But he's killing it on the bike. The last, again, 3 days were a little bit touch and go when opposed to like if he was even going to be able to do it. And then, but he's doing it, and I'm just like, so I'm like nervous, but I'm just excited to see how this transition goes.
Are you finding that the nerves you're getting were almost like seeing him when he was on stage competing?
Yeah, a little bit. But this is even more to me. Like, I think he's like competing. I was always nervous with competing, but like with bodybuilding, it's so different because it's like rolling of the dice and kind of throwing it up in a way. Like, because you're the judges. This is all him. Like, this is his performance. This is his results. Like, they're quantifiable. Like, there isn't like, oh, well, you could have been like tighter, leaner. Like, you were too hard. Like
It's like you do good, you do good.
Yeah, and I'm more of a, like a black and white person, so it's like. So I'm really pumped about this. And we're gonna, as soon as he crosses, we're gonna run as fast as we can down over there to watch him run out on the other side. Okay? Can I get? Are you ready to run? Yeah. Listen to your mama. You gotta run just like you ran yesterday in your race. Okay?
He's walking to rock his bike.
Oh, he hasn't even gotten there yet?
No, he's not gotten there yet.
Oh, he needs to not try. If he has not, because he's gotten off his bike a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna encourage that. His victory was like a crazy fast bike. Oh, there he is. Okay, good.
Okay. I'm sure they're gonna.
Yeah, tell him I'm right here if you can, because I can't come.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do this. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. No, I can't do that. Not today. Yeah, it's my knee. It's my knee. Yeah. I just can't run.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something in feel like there's something in my knee, like so. Otherwise, I'm great.
Crushed the bike. That was so good.
Told me I
217.
need to do better than 220. So.
Yeah. That was so good. Yeah, no need for you to run.
I just like my first step off.
Yeah.
Was that whenever you felt it? Wasn't when you were cycling?
No, I mean I felt good. I just took that first step off, and it was like I couldn't like.
That's what we said.
Yeah. So.
Hey, crush the cycling.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Feel good. Feel really good.
So proud of you. It's so good.
Your race is harder. How are you?
What are you gonna do? No. Okay, it's fine. If you can't.
I tried.
Can't? Okay, it's okay. You killed the bike. Crushed it. You try.
Cheer and do this again. Like now that I know that course, it'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. All in all, like today, mentally, I feel awesome, you know, with what happened. I don't feel sad or discouraged. Yesterday, like my initial emotion was sadness, I think, or just like frustration that I just couldn't finish because I just desired so much to finish. But that just quickly turned to just feeling just fulfilled with, you know, with what happened, who was there, enjoying the time with the people that were there, just being appreciative for that. And I'm excited to, I mean, honestly, at this point, like I'm just ready to get this knee fixed so I can just truly see, you know, what I'm capable of. Because I do, you know, I think I can really do something. And I'm excited to see what that looks like.